Hey friends, welcome. My name is Danielle and today we're going to do a life update Q&A, but we're going to kick it old school and do a get ready with me style. I know so many of you have had questions and requests about this look and wanted to see me recreate it. It is very, very simple. I think we only use like 3 eyeshadows, maybe 4. I'm pretty sure it's only 3. Very affordable products. Most things are from the drugstore and it's really, really easy and perfect for summer weather. You know, this is all cream products, very, very lightweight, so you're not going to be feeling like you're just like soaked in makeup, which is the worst in the summer. So if you guys were looking for an easy get ready or makeup idea and you wanted to watch like an old school get ready with me and we could answer some questions, we could chit chat, you found the right place. So here we go. Let's start this. Hi! So we're getting ready with me today. I really wanted to do this video because I got so many questions on how I did my more recent makeup look. And guys, it's really simple. It's probably going to be a lot more simpler than what you guys would think. But I wanted to go through it. And while doing that, I thought I would do a couple questions and kind of just do an update. Kind of like how I've been eating. A lot of people have had a lot of questions on that. And I also went on Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you should. All socials are linked down below. And I asked if you guys want any questions asked. So there's quite a few on there. So I also have protein coffee. This is a grande cold brew in a venti cup with extra room and cinnamon powder and a Premier Protein caramel shake. All right, hopefully we can get through this with one battery. This is going to be everything I use. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury, I always want to call it Pillsbury, Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is in Fear. It's a little one. My sister picked this up for me. I actually have to reorder it, but this is really, really nice. It gives your skin a nice, like, illuminating look. I really love to put it underneath my eyes. I put it on the bridge of my nose and kind of just all over. So I know my hair looks crazy, but I just took a body shower and threw dry shampoo in there. So that's what it looks like. I kind of put it all over and then underneath my eyes I will tap it out with my finger. So let's talk about food updates, since that's kind of where the idea of this video came from, and then we'll get into the questions and stuff like that. So a lot of people have asked, what have I eliminated, or what has my coach eliminated from my like daily diet? And I hate to say eliminate because, you know, obviously nothing is good, nothing is bad, but what am I kind of backing away from recently? From what I can see, she hasn't gave me a list because I do follow a meal plan. Another thing is too, I've gotten stuff, people ask me about meal plans. I've never wanted to follow a meal plan before. I've always kind of liked the idea of just making up things as I go and following my macros. But this time around, I was like, you know what? Obviously that's not been working. I haven't been seeing the goals the results that I would want. So maybe I need to follow a meal plan. So that's why I was like, all right, cool. We're gonna let that sit in. We're gonna start on our brows. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in 3.5. So what have I been taking away from? I do not have anything with dairy. So I had to remove the Fear Life shake. She's like, look, I don't really want you to have any dairy. So you guys will notice I don't have any cheeses or anything like that. And it's been going okay. Can you guys see? Let me bring it up. Okay, let's get up close and personal. All right. I'm kind of looking down in this mirror here. So I basically start out with a light hand. As you could see, I put all the pressure at the very end of the pencil. And then I just do no cheeses, no dairy, because dairy causes inflammation in a lot of people. So, and I did notice that this last week on my check-in, I did have a spike in weight. And the only thing different that I did was the Fear Life shakes, which I wasn't really doing all that much the week prior. And I bought these like jalapenos from the sweet hot ones from Trader Joe's, and they have a lot of sugar in them, so I had to remove those, but everything else seemed okay. Another thing that she kind of is not including in my meals is any type of like breads. Not saying that I am like low carb, because I am getting carbs, but I'm getting them from natural sources. Potatoes, rice, fruits, vegetables, stuff like that. But all the breads and stuff like that, like low carb tortillas, all that stuff is not, it's super duper processed, and a lot of the filler in that stuff can cause inflammation, so that has been removed. Not saying that it won't ever come back, it's just for on the daily, we're not eating that. I do have, so on Saturdays I do my check-in, and each Saturday I'm allowed to have a cheat meal and a dessert. I could have whatever I want. I want to have ice cream, I want to have cookies, I want to have cookies and ice cream, I want to have Burger King, I can do whatever I want. So, which I do partake in that. Like, I went to a carnival with Leo and the kids on Saturday. I tried a deep fried Oreo for the first time. It was delicious. I didn't feel awful the next day. I didn't feel bloated. I mean, it was just another meal, and that was it. So I know it looks crazy right now, guys, with the eyebrows, especially when you blend them out and you're like, wow, that looks awful. Everybody's eyebrows look awful when they blend them out. Don't let them fool you. And now I'm going to go in with the Born This Way concealer. This is in vanilla. I like this one to clean up my under eyebrow. You take a very little amount. I just have a little thin concealer brush. I take literally whatever on this, tap it on the back of my hand, and then I will go through and clean up. So yeah, that's kind of been taken out. I have a training schedule with her. She has a split made for me, and it is very intense, but very, very good. And I generally am just obsessed with her. Like, she's just the best. I do want to kind of talk about online coaching as well. I know a lot of people, like my dad, for example, he's like, I don't know why you would hire a coach online and stuff like that. I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I don't need somebody in the gym to like be screaming in my ear, you know what I mean? Like, you go, you got, I mean, I want this bad enough. I'm paying my money, then I'm gonna show up and put the work in, you know? It's just, you know, how bad do you want it and how disciplined are you? You know, and the thing is with anything, nobody can do something, nobody can want something bad enough for you. You gotta want it for yourself. So that's why I do it. But, you know, obviously online coaching isn't for everyone. Some people do prefer to have people in person, and that might be what you need. But I was okay with doing it myself. So you can see I just cleaned up the bottom. And we're gonna go into skincare. I'm self-tan right now, and honestly, it's like probably the crappiest self-tan. It's the Bondi Boost Aero one, and I usually do really good. The last one I did was really good. This one is super duper patchy. It looks awful, and this is only like 3 days, so I'm gonna have to take it off and start all over again. My friend Cindy does. She doesn't live too far from me either. Cindy, if you're watching this, girl, I gotta come out to you. But so this is what we're using. We're using a mixture of Bye Bye foundation. I love this, as you can see. This is in natural medium. And then I also am using, which is another bomb one, MAC Studio Radiance. This is their face and body. This is in N2, and I'm an NW20 in their shade range. And then to darken it up and add a little bit of illumination, I add this L'Oreal Lumi Gold Glow Lotion. It's pretty dark, so I do everything on the back of my hand. I always do all my makeup on the back of my hand, and I warm it up that way. Just from years of doing other people's makeup, literally, guys, it's just however you want to create this potion for your skin. Okay, so if you feel like you add a little bit too much glow lotion, add a little bit more of the darker shade. I'm going to be honest with you, there is no, I mean, very seldomly, I won't say ever, but very seldomly you will find your perfect shade in a bottle. Most of the time you have to use it, or you have to create it. So that's kind of what I'll do. I'll see, and that's pretty good. So that's kind of what we look like. Even when I was doing clients' makeup before, when I would do like weddings and parties and stuff like that, I would just bring my own kit and create their perfect shade, because you're gonna be walking around with like 10 million bottles of foundation. I'm using a e.l.f. buffing foundation brush. I have been completely stepping away from using any sponges on my makeup, and I have not been hating it. I feel like the skin looks really, really good. So this is a very light foundation. It's like almost a sheer but buildable coverage, which I like for summer. I bring everything down to my neck because my neck gets real splotchy from the self tan and from like sweating. All right, so back to online training. As you guys know, I've had a run-in with a couple different trainers. The more recent one, I have found her on IG, and I thought she was great. I know a lot of you guys went with her. She was really sweet, but it just wasn't working for me. So that was just it, you know. She was very, I feel like if you were just a beginner, I feel like she would be really good for you, but where I needed somebody like Brenda. So her name was J-Bay, and it just didn't work out. So, but she was good, but like I said, I needed something a little bit more, and Brenda is so amazing. I love her. She doesn't push her products or like her coupon codes, you know, and I mean, she is, a sponsored athlete, but I found that, whatever. But I would just say, like, what I liked about working with Brenda is that she interviewed me as much as I interviewed her, because she wanted to make sure that I fit with her and she fit with me, which I appreciate. And what she did that I never had anybody else do is she required me to get some blood work done. She's like, look, I want you to get some blood work done. I want to see what your numbers look like. I wanted to make sure that everything is good, your thyroid is good, and you're in really good health, because she looked at it as an overall practice. It wasn't like, hey, yeah, I'm going to coach you to lose some weight. It was like, no, I want to get you in the best health, and I want to make sure that you're in the best health so we can get you there. And I really appreciated that. I'm going to take a little bit what's left on here and run it on the top of my brow. So, and she still works full time too. So she's like, this is like literally a passion for her. Her and her husband. Her husband coaches as well, and he has some really great athletes under his belt as well. All right, so brows are done. I'm gonna be honest with you, my brows are like the most tedious part of my makeup routine. This is taking a really long time. These videos take so long for me to film because I'm never in, like, I'm a mess. All right, so going in with a bronzer stick. This is the Milk Bronzer, Matte Bronzer Stick in Blaze. It's a little one. I got it from Sephora. It's a little guy. He's a little peanut. So let me show you how I use that. So I take the Real Techniques like contour brush, and I run it back of my hand, run it, and I warm up the product, and then I stipple. Stipple just means just like that, okay? I go around my forehead. I bring it down a little bit right here because I got a 5 head. And then again right here, stippling, bringing it down the sides, a little bit on the front, just to, this is going to add in the dimension back into your skin, okay? And it's gonna make you like a bronze goddess. I really wanted the Makeup by Mario one, and has stayed sold out. So this Milk one's okay. I wish it wasn't matte, but it sets nice on the skin. Going everywhere that you would just put a bronzer, guys. So gonna go through, and that's that. I am gonna do some full days of eating. You'll probably see that next, and it'll be fun. So anyways, I wanna go to these questions that you guys have asked. All right, so the first one is, what is the best advice you have ever been given? The best advice I've ever been given was given by my therapist. This is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer and Golden Days. There's like makeup brush here and there, but this one is really, really nice. Again, back of the hand, beautiful. This is like super affordable too. So the best advice I've ever been given is from my therapist. Go figure, right? The best advice she ever gave me was to basically protect my peace. That it is okay to not like people, and it's okay to love somebody but from afar. And just because they're family doesn't mean that they can treat you like crap. And just because that it seems that you should be friends doesn't mean you have to. And sometimes a relationship has a season or a reason, and that can be for family as well. So I felt like that was really monumental, and that really helped me just kind of stop taking people's crap and giving them a free pass because of their status in my relationship. Whether they were family, whether they were just an acquaintance, whatever they were, they don't get a free pass. This is a Morphe M532. It's just like a dome brush. This is the one that sheds. This is the one that's always in here. But we're gonna use that. So that was the best advice. And guys, that advice, I take it to the inner socket of my eye and I bring it down my nose, okay? That advice I felt was something I needed, not just, like I said, with my family, but with social media. You know, you have to put yourself and your mental health first and stop giving people the right to treat you like crap, or the right to have an opinion on something that their opinion doesn't matter on. And that's it. You don't owe anybody an excuse, anybody a reason. You need to just take care of you and yours. And that's how, period, boo. So that's my best advice. Let's see, what's next? How do you keep yourself motivated? If I don't keep myself motivated, who's gonna motivate me? I stay motivated because it's the best for my mental health. It is going to be a year in August that I have been completely off of any mental, any anti-anxiety medication, antidepressants, anything like that. And I feel amazing. I felt awful on every medication I took. It just made it so much worse. I was like a shell of a person. And I found that really, you know, exhausting my body physically will help release so much of the pent up thoughts, you know. Very much, I hate that everybody now has a diagnosis for themselves, but very much like ADHD. I'm very, you know, obsessive compulsive with things, and my mind triggers, like it goes all these different places. You could tell, like, you know, I interrupt people's conversations a lot. My mind's always going on to the next thing. And I don't mean it to be disrespectful or jump topics. It's just my mind's already on part B when we're barely just getting into part A, you know? And I have to keep myself going because I feel the best mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. And if I don't stay motivated, who's gonna be motivated for me? I gotta do it for myself, you know? I gotta love me on top of everything. How much water are you drinking a day? How often do you weigh yourself? I drink, I don't know, how much is this? 1 liter, I think about 4 liters of water a day, I guess. And then I'll have like teas and stuff. I weigh myself every Saturday, so once a week. What advice would you give someone that's restarting their journey? Take it easy. You know, be mindful of who you're attaining to be. There's a lot of smoke screens on social media. There's a lot of people showing off their physique, showing off their body, and some people just aren't naturally built that way. Some people aren't honest about how they got to point B from point A, you know, which is nothing wrong with that, but I feel like sometimes you have to be honest. You have to say, hey, you know what? It took me 5, 6, 7, 8 years to get here because it's kind of been a roller coaster, or I've had this done, or I've had this removed, or I've had this you know, there's a lot of things. So make sure that you set attainable goals for yourself, realistic goals for yourself, and stop trying to be like everything you see on the internet, because I'm gonna be honest with you, it's really not all. People see me, I even feel like, and think it's just been, you know, roses and, you know, walk in the garden, and it hasn't been, you know. I failed a lot. I failed a lot on the internet, people seeing that, but you know, what matters is just getting up there. I will say, if you're gonna start any journey, do not start on a restricted diet, period. Don't eliminate any food groups. That was the worst thing I've ever done. If you were restarting your journey, what's the number one thing you would do differently? I would not do keto. And I love my keto people. I love you guys, but keto was not meant for somebody like me. Keto was meant for somebody who has pre-existing health conditions. I don't care what Dr. So-and-so, the chiropractor, says, or, you know, there's even people have told me that these people who are claiming to be like zero carbs or keto, and they'll go to these conventions and they're eating carbs. Like, it's not, you don't see the realness behind there, you know. And I think I started it just to help out with Leo, and Leo did really well. And then he quit and I stayed on it, and it caused a lot of disordered eating. Now, this isn't going to be up for conversation. This is what happened to me. I was very disordered eating. I had to go back into therapy really extensively to fix my issues for behavior disorder, like to really tackle it. And it was very hard. I had it literally, I remember eating like a sweet potato and being nauseous because I was like, I'm gonna get so big, I'm gonna gain so much weight, oh my god, this is so bad, this is gonna make me sick. This is because you have it in your mind that like carbs and sugar are causing like terminal diseases, they're gonna, you know, they're causing Alzheimer's, they're causing, you know, and you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And it's simply not true. And you need to stop. And I just wouldn't do it again. I wouldn't do it again. I don't recommend it for anybody. So unless you know, need it for, you know, diabetes, epilepsy, something like that. But that was my biggest mistake. I made a lot of money off of the keto community. I'm not gonna lie to you on that one. You know, I tried my hardest to be the best keto queen out there. It wasn't for me. My body did not like it. If you can go back only 5 years ago, what advice would you give yourself? What advice? Where was I at? So 5 years ago, I was 33. So 5 years ago, I was 33. Oh, this is the Benefit Benetint, the liquid blush. This is people are very intimidated by this, but a little bit goes a long way, guys, and it's gorge. It's gorge, especially for summer. Look at that. Beautiful, right? You could even put this on your lips if you wanted, but I'll tell you guys what happened to my lips in a minute. So 5 years ago, I was 33. I was still working full-time in healthcare. Well, I was part-time because I was at registry. I was a respiratory therapist. I don't know which hospital I was working at that point. And I think I was just doing this part-time, like for fun, because I was hoping that it was gonna stick, and everybody laughed at me. I was the butt of jokes for everyone, and I was embarrassed. And I would tell myself to hang on tight, baby girl, because your life is gonna change. You're gonna get out of that damn hospital. Who cares what they say, because these people are temporary friends. And don't be embarrassed, because you're gonna meet so many different people all over the world, and it's gonna be the best ride. So that's what I would tell myself. All right, this is the e.l.f. Putty Blush, another beauty. This is, I don't know what color. Shoot, it doesn't say any. Bora Bora. It's like a baby pink. So again, I've been loving cream and liquid products. I feel like 'cause I have dry skin, it just makes my skin glow so much. I love it. So, and it gives it like the glow from within. So like if you were going out on the town, you could do this. If you're going to like just the back, look at, I mean, it's just gorgeous. It's such a pretty color. What do you and Leo do for dates? I have a small child, and we do not have any date nights. All right, so you guys probably don't, my kids aren't babies anymore. When they were little, we didn't do much of ourselves either, but my littlest one's 8. So for dates, we go out now. We can go out. When the girls were in school, we used to do like, because Leo has Wednesdays off during the week, and we would go have like brunch or for breakfast, and we do like little shopping or go walk around. But now like Ray is almost 18, so she'll watch her sisters. And you know, like on Saturday night, we took the girls to the carnival, and then after we brought them home, Rhea watched the girls, and we went up to this little place over here, and we sat outside on their patio, and we had a cocktail, and you guys know I don't drink, so I have one, and I was like, but we're learning to date each other now. Now, when the girls were little, it was literally just like being able, I would put the kids to bed at 8 o'clock so we can lay down and watch TV together. And that was we would watch like an episode of a show or something. We would always have a show that we would watch together just for me and him. And that was that. So it's hard when your kids are little, but I promise you they're not gonna be little for long. I promise, and you're gonna be like, man, I really miss them being that small. All right, so we're gonna work on concealer. This is the Maybelline Eraser in Brighten. It's the pink shade, and then I have the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Get the one with the white cap, not the black cap, because the black cap is gonna dry and crack. It's awful. And this is in Fear Rose. So I like to put it right here, and then I come up the side. Okay. This is the pink because I want to brighten my inner eye here. And then this one, I just take a little bit right here, a little bit right here, bring it down my nose, right here, 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 because it's going to give that appearance, and then you get a little bit right here. And get a little brush. Again, I've been using brushes because they have been changing the game for me. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. How do you balance mom life, work, and gym life? I make priorities. The gym is a priority for me. But I will say, as you guys can see, look at that. Look, right? And also, I know I've gotten this comment before when people talk about my cheekbones and they're like, oh my God, she has filler. There is no filler in my cheekbones. You can take that to the bank. These cheekbones are from Dolores, my grandmother herself. Okay? All right. And my mama has them. So does my sissy. So do my girls. We all have the... People just gotta hate on me. Anyways, back to it. So I make it a priority, right? So gym for me is, it's like that it's gonna happen. It's not up for debate, right? So, but if I know that there's something like tomorrow, like this whole week is gonna be 100 degrees. We're under a heat advisory. So I know that I need to take my kids swimming tomorrow. And we have like a really busy week because Ray has senior pictures of this week. So I know on Friday I gotta be home early because I usually do it when the kids are sleeping. So I get up early. I have the same amount of time in my day that you do yours. So, you know, what do I prioritize? Getting myself up and doing that stuff. Just going in with that foundation brush and just cleaning up and making sure everything is kind of blended and there's no lines and stuff like that. So I make sure that, you know, the stuff gets done that I want to get done. You know, I've been a mom since I was 20 years old, well, 19. So I've been in this game for a minute and I know what has to get done, but sometimes there are some things that just don't get done, like laundry, or maybe, you know, deep cleaning a certain room, or maybe making your mother-in-law's decorations for her 70th birthday party that's coming in 2-3 weeks, or that's me right now, not me in a cold sweat panicking, because how did that time come up so quick? You no say, but it did. But you just, you know, sometimes you gotta wake up early and go to bed late. But also you have to prioritize if you're feeling, sometimes you have to just rest and you can't do it all the time. You know, there's a difference between, like the other day I did a video and I was like, don't forget to take, if you're physically exhausted, you have to rest. And that's it. Like you cannot keep pushing. There is this mindset of like hustle, 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 no skip, no, what do they call it? Like don't ever skip a day or don't ever skip a Monday and you gotta go, go, go. And you know, and you get up, which is correct. There's a difference between like, I don't feel like working out. I'd rather lay here on the couch and eat a sandwich and watch like, you know, reality TV, or where it's like, damn, I'm physically, mentally, emotionally exhausted and I just have to rest. Like I cannot have it. I don't have it in me. There's a difference. If you feel the latter, honey, you need to rest. I had to rest last week. I had to rest 4 days in a row. I was exhausted. I was still getting over being sick. I was spent, and I needed to rest because if I went to the gym, I would have hurt myself and I would have been out for God knows how long. So you have to listen to yourself. But if you're just trying to like get out because you just don't feel like going, then honey, everybody don't feel like going. You just got to get up and be your own motivation. What's something unusual you know how to do that others don't? Have anything. I literally don't have any like super secret talent or anything like that, but I do have a toe thumb. And I always, this little guy, this little nugget here is the reason why I have to keep acrylics on. And I know people hate when I have long nails, but this is the one thing that I am so self-conscious about. And I feel like when I have a tip on my nails, it doesn't look as bad. So it's called a lucky thumb. I call it a toe thumb. And I did not suck my thumb. I didn't smash my thumb. I was literally born this way, okay? So this is my regular thumb. She's regular guy. Regular, you know? I do have the hitchhiker's thumbs, and this is the little guy, a little nuggy. And you can see it's shorter, it's stumpier, it's rounder. Megan Fox has two of them. Mine aren't as bad as hers because mine are not as stumpy. Some people just stop like growing at that size, and this was really like, I hate it. And I always try to, like, if I show you guys, I always try to cover this thumb. I don't know if you noticed, but yeah, that's what I have, and I hate it. My girls don't have it. Thank you. I'm so happy they don't because I did not like it. I did not like it one bit. All right, so we're going on to the eyes. This is the palette that we're using. This is a palette created by myself, and we're gonna use MAC Texture. This is probably one of my favorite palettes because I made it myself. And these are all like my favorite MAC shades. So on a big fluffy brush, we're taking MAC Texture and we're gonna build the crease. Go in there. I really, really loved MAC eyeshadows, and then Makeup Geek came out, and then I used to really invest in Makeup Geek. A lot of these eyeshadows are actually Makeup Geek, but I don't know if you guys noticed, but she closed, which is really sad because I loved her stuff. I don't know the whole drama with her or anything like that. I didn't keep up with that stuff, but I did like her shadows. But you know, she was a little expensive, and then Morphe came in, and you know, whatever, none of my business. They don't give a crap about me. I ain't gonna put all their business on blast. All right, so next we're gonna go in with I think I'm gonna do the last one we did. So this is Cupcake by Makeup Geek. You can do a pink blush too. It is like a baby pink. Very, very pretty. One of my favorite shades from them. I think a lot of people were intimidated to use Cupcake because it's pink, but guys, don't sleep on it because she's gorge. Morphe 504 brush, a big fluffy brush. We're going to go into, always, again, as you guys can see, always holding the pressure at the end. Don't do like this because you're going to deposit all that color, and that's where you're going to get, and it's going to pop right there. You want everything to be soft, to be blurry, to look just airbrushed, right? So you want to start from the end, and you want to just really get it on the skin and buff it out. I know that's such a, you know, everybody's always said that, you know, you got to buff it out, and just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going until like your wrist hurts, because that's what's going to set your makeup looks apart from everybody else's. All right, take a look. I feel like I need a little bit more. Again, this is Makeup Geek's Cupcake. As you can see, I moved my hand up it because I want to deposit a little bit more color, and I don't want it to be as light. I am not a fan of using Scotch tape on the eye. Not a fan of it, guys. You know, make sure if you're using the Scotch tape on the eye. I'm really surprised there's still a lot of makeup artists who use Scotch tape on the eye, when if you just cleaned it up with a little bit of makeup wipe, you can get the same effect. I just think, you know, it's pulling at that really delicate skin underneath your eye. I'm not a fan, but you know, you do you, boo. This is going to be MAC Coppering. Beautiful. I want to give you guys a really, like, this is what she looks like. I'm going to swatch her. Hold on. Like, beautiful. Can you see? Like, gorge. like copper shimmer. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're gonna take her on a packing brush, any type of flat C brush, tap her on. All right, so I want to show you guys kind of how it looks on the eye. Look at that. Gorgeous, right? I feel like this is like a tequila sunrise type of look. Look at, beautiful, beautiful. We love her. Everybody always gets mad because they'll be like, oh, when you say she or you refer to all the female pronouns. What do you guys want me to say? I love it. I love it. I call everything she. I got 3 daughters. You know? We are female dominant in this house. Okay. And you could see, look at how beautiful it looks with the brown eyes. I absolutely love this color. MAC Coppering. It's an OG, but you need it. Next up, we're gonna go in, I believe this is MAC Swiss Chocolate. Yep, MAC Swiss Chocolate, another staple. If you guys want a video on like staple shadows that I think everybody needs, let me know. But MAC Swiss Chocolate is a OG for sure. Taking that in with, I think this is the 504, yep, 504. And then I'm just gonna bring it onto the corner and into the crease. Onto the corner, into the crease. This is just a really simple, summery look. Now, if I was going to the pool, would I wear this? No, but you know what I mean. Okay. I think that's good. So what we are gonna do, because we're gonna do some lashes today, is I want to use this brush. This is the Morphe M423. Gosh, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if I'm gonna have all these products listed because I'm gonna forget everything, but I'm gonna try. You just need a brush like this, like a definer brush, okay? And then I'm gonna go in with, is this Embark? I believe this is Embark. Yep, MAC Embark. You could tell I've been using these for so long. It is a dark, like matte brown, really, really nice. And this is what we're gonna use on our lash line. So we're gonna tight line. I'm gonna get real close here. And we're gonna just tight line right here because we want to create a base for our lashes. You see? Just to kind of, when you put those lashes on, you want it to look, I really hope you guys can see everything I'm freaking doing. You know, mostly these like makeup YouTubers, they all have like a monitor where they can see themselves. I ain't got any of that stuff. I'm just like, just trying here. Going back in, and then I'll tell you what, when I was doing makeup on the side, I was charging for a full face $55 with lashes. I seen somebody the other day saying they're, for a full face with lashes, $150. I was like, damn, man. That's crazy. But I'll tell you what though, if you're gonna get married or you're gonna have some professional photos done and you really aren't the best with makeup, get your makeup done. Don't think that you can watch a couple. I mean, I'm telling you, I could show you what I do and you can get a little confident with it, but a lot of those pictures last forever. I'm just taking a small detail brush and buffing out this line because I don't want it to be like stark, you know? Boom. This is one of my favorite brushes, Morphe M507. Okay. Save that brush because I do that for my lower lash line. All right, lashes. These are some doozies here, but I love a big lash. These are the Lash Couture Triple Push Up in, I don't know. I want to say it says brassiere, but I don't know what that means. I don't know what that says. The other ones that you guys have been seeing me wear are the same brand, but Teddy. But those are actually upstairs in my bedroom. I reuse these lashes numerous amounts of times. I didn't do it for this video because I think I want you guys talking about me. But because we're real friends, I'm gonna be honest with you. I reuse these lashes. I reuse them because look, they're expensive. And I get people are like, they're $8. I feel like maybe it's me when people are like, oh my God, they're only $8. That's not expensive. Am I the problem? because I feel like that's expensive. But, you know, I don't know. I'm going in with their, oh, this is actually their lash thing. This is the Strip Lash Adhesive from Lash Couture. This is latex free. Guys, do yourself the favor and just get a latex free lash glue. I'm allergic to latex. Didn't know that until my lash glue made my eyes swell up. But this one works really good. This is the secret. Everybody wants to know how to do lashes. So you're gonna take your lash off, you bend back the thing, be gentle. I've ripped many of these. I probably could trim these, but I don't even have any scissors down here. I probably could. So you should, oh, these are really big. I think I should trim these. You see, yeah, I'm gonna have to trim these. All right, I sent for the lashes. All right, so how do you know, guys, trim your lashes? Because some people don't. So how do you know your lashes are too big? So like you've seen, all right, so you try them on. You see how there's this extra and your eyes all like, that was my phone. Your eyes all dragged down, you don't want that. So you're gonna want, when you trim, you wanna trim from the outside, okay? So it's kind of a guesstimate, but I always go with like the last cluster. Like you'll see the last cluster get broken up and you just kind of snip, and then I try them on again. And then, yeah, that's good. So you guys could see, you see how it kind of complements the eye a little bit more? Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So then I go in with the other one and I do the same thing. I feel like I'm really also so stoked that you guys have been digging the new content, because I'm not gonna lie to you, YouTube was getting a little redundant where I was like, something's gotta give. So I'm really happy that you guys are liking everything else. So we got our lash. We're gonna take our brush here and we're gonna brush our band. So most people will say, oh my God, wait 30 seconds. No, 30 seconds is not enough. And that's why the lash is smudging all around your eyeball. I always give a little extra glue on the inner and outer corner because that's where they tend to lift. Completely normal. Okay, we got her on there. All right, nice coat. This is going, it's a clear, it starts off white, but it dries clear, okay? So give it a real nice coat, and I leave mine to dry, I'm not joking, probably 2-3 minutes. Like I want it to where it's almost completely dry. It's gonna be super tacky, and you can really just get them in there and get them on there really nicely, and they're not gonna be going anywhere. Again, giving a little bit more glue at the inner and outer corner because that's where everything rises. But I feel like lashes, it's just something that you gotta take a little bit of time and practice with, but nobody's good at it. We're gonna go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and Sunkissed Bronze. So I got this Maracuja tints, lip tint Maracuja oil from Tarte. That, I had a horrible reaction to it. It burned up my lips so bad. I'm just gonna do a slight contour. This is the Becca Bronze Bondi Bronzer. Just a little bit warmer. And I just wanna get a little bit more color and definition in my skin. Okay, she's good. We're looking good. But I think people thought I got my lips done, but they were just burned and chapped. Gonna go in with the Milani Baked Blush in Dulce Pink. That's what it looks like. I like a nice pink blush. Some people like a peachy blush, do what suits you, but I like a nice pink. And I just bring it back here towards. I used to only do it on the apples of my cheek, but now that I'm older, I like to go bring everything up and cause that illusion. So, and then let's do a little highlighter, shall we? This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood. Oldie but a goodie. Along with the Anastasia highlighter brush. And then you're just gonna do a little right here. And then a little right here. And then I bring mine up. So, rule of thumb for highlighter, it is C, right? And then for the bronzer or contour is 3 or E, right? So E or 3. What is your dream vacation? I think Europe. I would say anywhere in Europe. I would love to go to London and see like Big Ben and see the palace. I would love to go to Italy, France. I mean, I would just love to do all of that. I just think it's really cool. Ireland, I would love to go to all those places. Rhea and my dad are going next year, but I'm not, but I would love to go. When are you going to North Carolina to see your fam? That's Paige. I was planning on going this year. I don't know. We have to go. I have to go because I got to go see them babies, but I got to go. I got to get myself there. We were going to consider to drive, but just apply your favorite mascara. This is the Maybelline Great Lash, an OG mascara, but it just needs something to create a coat and blend your lashes in. It doesn't have to be like your favorite mascara because honestly no one's gonna see it. You need one of these. These are just eyelash tweezers. You can get them at Ulta, everywhere. I need to like wipe them. You're gonna want to wipe them in between because they'll get a little tacky from the glue. All right, so you take your lash applicator and you hold your lash from the middle. Oh, Post Malone had a baby. Congratulations, Posty. All right, so you're gonna look, I have a mirror right here. Okay, yes, y'all see. And you're gonna look down. I'm trying to get like up close and personal. Gosh, I hope you guys can see. Okay, I'm gonna bring it down. I don't know, can I see? All right, here we go. So you're gonna wanna set it on your lash band in the middle first, okay? Don't start at the corners, start right in the middle and drop her, okay? And then you do the end and then I come in for the front. But I just want you guys to, that was in real time, how long I left that. And then, I mean, but look, can you just tell the difference between how we go from like, like, oh, it's cute. Oh, girl. You know what I mean? Like, you just elevate the whole look, okay? And give it a minute, okay? Again, now we're going to the other one. I just want you to take a look also at what this glue looks like dried. Like, you want it to be like almost translucent. Like, we let it sit for a good amount of time. So, that's what we're looking like right now. Now this is gonna have some glue on it. Take your towel. I always have like a towel, hand towel, when I'm doing my makeup. And then I go through and I pinch my lashes together. Okay. Guys, please, I know it looks crazy to pinch your lashes, but do it because nothing looks worse than when you see somebody's makeup looks so great and you look at their lashes and you could see where their band is and where their actual natural lashes. You want that look like to be seamless, okay? You see how like you can't see where one begins or one ends. Here you could see still, like I am is so close. If I have a boogie, I am sorry. But you guys could see that they're not cinched, okay? But this cinching really, it really just makes it look seamless. I promise you, you know, and it doesn't hurt. So just make sure you clean off your lash applicator each time. You go in between and you move across. All right, so that's that. And then we're gonna go in with that thin brush again. This is the 507, that little like definer brush. And we're gonna go in with that, which one is this called again? MAC Texture. And we're going to just define our lower line. I really emphasize putting it on the corner because it'll give me an elongated look. It'll kind of give me like a cat eye. Again, on this side. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I am not the biggest fan of mascara on the lower lash. So I only do it on the outer corner to again, give that elongated look. And I'll take the same mascara. And then I just kind of bring my lashes out towards the side on the bottom, but I just do the corner, the outer corner of my lashes. You can see again. Makeup just creates an illusion, guys. That's it. All right, so lips. This has been your favorite. Everybody's asked about this. This is the NYX Fuchsia Lip Pencil. I also need to get like my Botox redone. I've got a lot of movement, so if you guys see any lining or creasing, that's just me getting old. There's that. You could throw some gloss and be out the door, but we're gonna go in with your favorites. So you guys have been loving these two shades in particular. There is MAC's Coral Bliss, which is just a really pretty, this is a cream sheen, so it's a very shimmery fix. And this is another cream sheen, Sunny Seoul, S-E-O-U-L. And this has like a shimmer to it, like a little bit of glitter. I think what we'll do, let's, actually we're gonna do the Sunny Seal, whatever that word is. I need some chapstick on these dry lips. Okay, so you see that? Blot it with a hanger, guys. So you could leave it like this, like a really pretty, like bright baby pink. But I'm gonna go in with Coral Bliss and we're gonna do like an ombre in the middle, on top and bottom. Okay. All right, my friends, so that is it. We have created our look. We answered a little Q&A. I gave you a little update. Hopefully you guys found this video to be fun and easy to watch. Hopefully I edited it and give it a little bit of justice. And you guys found some tips and tricks to help with your next look of the day. So yeah, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share. And if you're new here, subscribe. We do a lot of fun stuff. We're real friends here. And we are doing whatever the hell we want this summer and saying bygone to the YouTube algorithm, because we're more than just weight loss and what we're eating. And you know, we're people and we're individuals and we're here for having the best summer of our lives. So see y'all in the next one. Bye, friends.